Okay, this is Fab Abs 8. So I want to come on forward into a nice high press up position to start off with. So your hands are under your shoulders. Now you can be knees or toes here, but toes if you can. Let's work hard. Waistline is in, belly button to spine, and all I want you to do is just tilt the pelvis underneath you and then come back to your high press up position. All right, so there's not an awful lot of movement here, but there's a lot of work. All right, so you're gonna breathe nice and deep. So you're just tucking underneath. All right, almost two left, but we're gonna stay in this position. So we're just gonna work hard from the right now, right to the end. So lift up your right leg and lower, and your left, and the right. Keep the waist in. Relax your shoulders. The effort, the work, it's your middle holding you in this position right now. All right, so your eyes are down at the mat, but you don't let your head just drop down, so keep the neck nice and long. Okay, we've got one more, each side. Here's the last one. And then I want you to bring the knees down. Okay, but we're just gonna be working just as hard. Hands under shoulders, knees hip width apart, curl the toes underneath you, okay? This is what we like to call thigh plank. Lift the knees, they hover off the floor. Now you step back and in, and back and in. So I want you to look at the knee position. The knees are hovering off the mat. Okay, it is a lot of work. Your waistline is gonna hold your position. Pull it in tight. You're gonna feel your shoulders, of course you are in this position. All right, step back. One last time, step back. Knees low, don't let them lift. All right, now push back into child's pose just for a moment. Just gonna take a wee breath there. So our next one, we're coming back to thigh plank position. That is our start, and then we're gonna do little kick throughs, okay? So we take a bit of practice, so don't worry if they're not perfect first time. Want you to come forwards, hands under shoulders, knees hip width apart, curl the toes. Pull the waist in, right? Your waist is going to have some serious work here. Lift the knees. So your left leg and your right hand come through. And then we're back. And other side. And back. And then. All right. This will become one of your favorite ways to work your waistline. And then we've got a few variations that we're not going to do right now, but you'll find them in some of the other classes. Here's the last one. Come back around, knees down, back to child's pose. Take a breath, take a moment, and then we're going to change position completely. So, bring yourself round onto the mat. So we're sitting on the mat, legs lengthened in front, feet at the front of the mat, because at some point we will end up all the way back down on the mat. And then keep the waist in. Lengthen up. Place your hands over your shoulders. Tuck the chin. Curl back, not too far. Keep that middle in the whole time. And circle. All right, the circles are small. And you're working all of your abs all at once. Okay, so keep it going. We're halfway already. So, another 10. Breathing deep. Chin tucked down. Waistline in, last 5, feel that middle. Working so hard. Hold it there, now just change, other way around. All right, so breathe through it. Deeper you breathe, stronger you are. All right, so always use your breathing to help you out through any of the exercises. You're past halfway already. All right, you've just got 5. Breathe, almost there. Last one. Okay, come back up. Now, we're going to come into prayer position. So you could do this with a football as well and squeeze on the football, but we're just going to work with that today. So palms together, elbows wide. Tuck the chin, belly button to spine. Pull it back in and curl back about halfway, not too far. Now we are just going to take a half rotation. We are going to take the left elbow to the side and then back to center. And again, to the side and center, to the side, just halfway. All right, we're not doing full rotations, just one side only. Okay, keep going. Breathe nice and deep. All right, keep working, keep going. We are past halfway. You've got 3 left here, but then we're going to stay working on this side. We just have a little transition to do. All right, elbow down, come back to center, hold it, hold it, hold it. Now, cross the right ankle over the left. Take the arms to the side, the hands can come apart, and then lower. As close to the mat as you can without losing your control, and then just a little pulse. All right, this is tough. Breathe nice and deep. My waist is shaking already. All right, but we're halfway, you've only got 10 to go. Breathe through it. So the hands really close to the side of the leg, but not quite touching it. Your shoulders do nothing. Your face relaxed. I doubt it, but try. All right, and then come back to center, uncross, curl up, take a breath. Bring yourself back to prayer position so we can just do it all again. Other side, lengthen up, tuck the chin, waist is in, curl and back, halfway-ish. If halfway is too much, come up a little further. All right, now taking the elbow towards the floor and to center. To the floor, back to center. To the floor, to center. And floor, center. Keep it going because we're halfway. All right, so trying to keep the elbows wide and high, palms together, breathing deeply. To left. All right, elbow down, center, last time. And then hold it. We've got our transition. Left over right. Hands there. Chin down. Waist in. Curl back. You choose your point. Little pulse. All right, so make it hard, but make it controlled. All right, so I want you to push yourself. I want you to work those muscles, but I want you to stay in control of the movement and make sure you're using the muscles we're trying to work. The waistline, not your back. All right, and then come back to center. Come back up, reach up, take a breath, come on forward, have a stretch, and just have a wee moment. And then lengthen back up. Okay, so we've got some more rotational type moves, but we're going to do them on the mat. So we're going to go all the way down. So feet at the front of the mat, if you've managed to change your position somehow, lift up the arms, tuck the chin, circle the shoulders, and just slowly lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Once you are down on the mat, we have got some lying rotations. So I want you to walk the feet in, and then your left foot is coming in front of the right knee, and then you're coming up onto your tiptoes, placing your hands on your shoulders, belly button to spine, head down, mine's up just so I can see you. All right, and then circle around. So tuck the chin down, lifting up and circle. So waistline is in, so you look at your middle. You focus on the breathing the whole time. You've only got 20, all right? So just keep it in, keep working, breathe deeply, almost there. So just another couple, but then we're gonna stay in this position and you're just gonna take your head down to the floor. So just lower it down, hold it there, hands either on the mat or hands crossed over your shoulders still, that's fine. Waistline in, now lift the hips off the mat. And then it's just a little push up, little pulse, little squeeze. So you're gonna start to work right through the hamstrings into the seat muscle. Waistline, don't forget that. All right, knee as wide to the side as it can be. Keep going, just a few more. Stretching out the back, it's gorgeous for your back. All right, waist is in, breathing deep. And there you go, come back down, take a breath. And then we just need to do that again on the other side. So switching legs, up onto your tiptoes, hands on shoulders, head and shoulders lift, belly button to spine, and then circle in towards the knee. Now if you can, you come just a little bit closer there, right? Like you're trying to touch the knee. I want you to breathe deeply. Keep that middle in. So belly button to spine the whole time there. You're past halfway already. So shoulders are circling, chin tucked down, tightening and toning your middle, working all your abs all together. All right, a little bit for your back as well. All right, one last time, and then lower down, take a breath. Our legs stay in that position. Now, hands on the floor if you need it for your support, or leave the hands on your shoulders, lift the hips, waist in and up. Up and down, just an inch, all right? Now squeeze. Squeeze into the glutes, squeeze into the hamstrings. Keep working those muscles. All right, knee as wide to the side as your hip will let you go. And then just belly button to spine, pull it in, squeezing, lifting, tightening, toning. We're almost ready to curl all the way back down onto the mat. So just slowly, slowly all the way down onto the mat. Take a breath. Bring the feet and knees in together. Belly button to spine still. All right, so now the arms come onto the floor and palms are down. So your shoulders are on the mat and they're going to stay on the mat. You're going to lift the legs, knees over hips. Okay, so we're going to take the knees across to the left, keeping the shoulder down on the floor, okay? So you just go as far as you can, keeping the shoulder down, and then back to center. And then we just take it across to the other side. So you can take the head the opposite direction there. So you're just making sure the shoulder stays down, like your shoulder's glued right onto the floor there. All right, that's your measure. That's how far you go. You might be all the way to the floor. You might be nowhere near the floor. It doesn't matter. All right, just as far as you can. And then every time you just try and go just a tiny bit further. Focus on the breathing. And then just one last time here. So just taking it across. Now come back to center. This time the same, but with the feet down. It's just a stretch. It's so lovely. All right, so taking the knees to the left, let the head comes to the right, down towards the floor. Now in this position, your knees will get closer to the floor. This is more about a lovely stretch all the way through your spine here. It's just so nice. Waistline in. Keep it in nice and tight the whole time. And just let those knees go just a little bit further. Now head opposite way to the knees. Okay, so you can just extend that twist. And then just a couple more times here, just because it's gorgeous and it's our last thing. All right, breathe deeply. Belly button to spine, taking it around. A little lower to the floor if you possibly can. And then one last time. All right, so knees across to the floor to enjoy that stretch, every breath, every moment. All right, and then just slowly lowering back to the floor, shoulders still down on the mat. Don't let them lift. Come back to center, take a deep breath. And then I want you just to hug the knees in so you can rock yourself back to sitting. And then we're back. We're back. Sitting on the mat, take yourself down towards your legs and just hold it. Now, if you need, you bend the legs a little bit here and that will get you a little closer down, a bit more stretch for your spine, or you just keep the legs straight, ease down, hold it, deep breath, and then maybe just ease down just a little bit closer. So the deeper you breathe and the more you relax, the better you'll stretch. And the more often you stretch, the better you stretch. Okay, so just relaxing down, enjoy the stretch, nice deep breath, and then slowly, slowly bring yourself all the way back up to sitting. And that was Fab Abs 8.